you heard scary data about the explosion of anti-Semitism? It's likely to have come from the Anti-Defamation League, the ADL. The ADL is often treated as an authority on hate and anti-Semitism. In reality, the ADL is a political organization, and it's so important to understand what its politics are. Politically, the ADL's work is supporting Israel and advancing conservative policy in the United States, not protecting Jews, stopping racism, or strengthening democracy. Those statistics? Inflated and misleading, as investigative journalists have reported. You've probably already heard that the ADL counts protests against Israel as, quote, anti-Semitic incidents. Remember its 2023 report that said Jews are the most targeted religious group by hate incidents? It's repeated everywhere. But in reality, most hate incidents are targeted at Black and brown people. Religious incidents are actually a pretty small part of the whole. The ADL's own anti-Semitism statistics are not as scary as the ADL suggests, and Jews aren't the most targeted. Well, why does the ADL do that? Because raising fears about anti-Semitism helps drive the policies it supports, from militarized policing to silencing educators, to arming the Israeli genocide. The ADL presents itself as a civil rights group that fights anti-Semitism, but in fact, it works more like a right-wing political organization. Here's who they target: Jewish groups who oppose Zionism or racist policing or attacks on academic freedom. The ADL attacks them as anti-Semitic or not really Jewish. Educators who want to teach the histories of colonized people in their own voices. The ADL has denounced them as fringe and radical, using virtually the same arguments as the Christian right. Anti-racist organizations who oppose militarized policing. The ADL advocates in Congress to increase funding for police military tech, and it's brought US police to Israel to exchange policing methods. Right now, civil rights are under attack. Political dissent, free speech, protest, academic freedom. Rather than defend those rights, the ADL is calling for more repression. When we pretend that the ADL is a civil rights group and ignore its politics, we're fueling these fires. And if you want to read more, check out the sources in our link tree.